Hi everyone, welcome to Kinta, our 3-acre farm in central Portugal. We are Justin and Barbara and moved here in November 2023 with our Labrador Guinness. Come and join us as we document the highs, lows and daily life renovating and restoring our beautiful Kinta and farmhouse. Watch the journey of our new lives in the countryside.
So we're going to plant the trees that we couldn't plant the other day. We've identified the terrace they're going to go to. It's actually the next terrace along, which is pretty good. But first of all, to continue Barbara's training, she's going to get a lesson on the tractor. So it's just like a normal car, almost.
It's not like a car.
It is like a car, sort of. Clutch on the left-hand side, brakes on here, okay. Accelerator there. And this is your up and down for your bucket. That's all you need to worry about. I've got no idea what that lever does, so don't touch it.
What's that?
And that's just if you need to increase the revs if you've got a heavy load or you're ploughing or something like that.
Where's my indicator?
You don't need your indicators, don't you?
Okay.
So, yeah, basically foot down on the clutch. Check it's in neutral. You're only going to go into second gear on this one.
What's third gear?
You don't need to worry about it at this stage. Third gear's for big
What's
boys.
This here?
Hmm?
What do you mean for big boys?
That's just slow or fast in the gear itself. But just leave it where it is at the moment.
Too fast?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So foot down on the clutch.
Yep.
Ignition onto 1, let the glow plugs go out.
Out.
Okay, and crank it. Don't worry about that at the moment. We're going to be going right. Oh, yeah. That's the reason we haven't planted on the terrace, is that you can't get down to it with the tractor. Right. Don't mind the bushes. Well done. Oh. Right, bucket down.
Yeah, I don't like that very much.
No.
You can do that.
Well, you've got to put the bucket down. Guinness, come on out of the way. Got to put the bucket down.
So I've got to start it again?
No, it's okay. The hydraulics will just let it drop. That's it.
Yeah, you can keep doing that. I'm not doing that again.
So this is now location 4, and as you can see, another slab of bedrock.
Just try over there a bit.
less.
Okay, back to the drawing board.
Here? Start here? Yeah.
Or do you want it a bit further?
No, that'll be alright.
On there.
What? Hang on.
Try the next one. No way.
Yeah, not happening on this terrace either.
Going to dig some test holes in other places because it's not going to plan.
We persevered and we still managed to get digging over here, and we only got 2 trees in. Where you see the wheelbarrow by the tractor, we go down about 6 inches, and this time we definitely hit a big slab of rock. These weren't quite so bad. We managed to get through a little bit of gravel, it turned out, but yeah, we've dug two holes over there, and it's still the same piece of rock as far as I can tell. So just 2 trees on this terrace, it appears. So we only managed to get 4 trees in on the 2 terraces over there. So yeah, we have still got some fruit trees to plant. Now, we're actually on the 2nd terrace below the house. And what you can see behind me is the fact that all the trees here are planted in the middle of the terrace. That's the same for the terrace there and the terrace there. What we think that means is there's a little bit more topsoil here. So what we're going to do, we're going to make use of the space which is just along this wall here, and hopefully put the rest of the fruit trees in there. We're now at the bottom of the farm effectively. And this is a good example of where we said about the trees being planted along the very edge of the wall to the terrace. It is very overgrown down here. We have got to do a lot of work. We haven't been down here at all, other than just putting the metal fencing around the well, which is directly behind here. And yeah, this is where we're going to have to look at doing a lot of work, I'm afraid. Now, tractoring wasn't Barbara's thing, so she's decided to take it upon herself to be a bit of a fire starter. So she's going to go armed and going to set fire to some stuff.
A couple of my jobs today. I need to start a couple of fires. I've got broom on this terrace that needs burning, and I've also got some olive branches on one of the lower terraces that I need to burn as well. So have my fire lighters, done our permission on the app to have our fire, so let's get started.
Swagger down the street with your red lips and funky till the day I die.
As you can see, broom burns really quickly.
Swing those hips around. Can't stop, roll back down. My ladies, short, tall, thin or wide. Always down and ready to ride.
So what are you up to, Barb?
So today I need to start getting some of my seeds in. I've got quite a lot here, flowers and veg and salad stuff. As you can see, a whole mixture, some that we brought, some that we've managed to buy here. At the moment we don't have our polytunnel, which hopefully will come this week, so for the time being all the seed trays that I do we're going to keep in the awning, and once the polytunnel comes we can get them in that. So at the moment I'm just going to start getting some of my flowers that I want, marigolds and nasturtiums, because they're good for a companion planting. So I want to get those going so then I can plant some down with our veg down there. And then I'm going to start on some of the other bits and pieces, some of the tomatoes and things like that. So
Cool. Okay, what I've got in my hand here are some offcuts from the peach farm next door where they've pruned the trees, and we collected these a couple of weeks ago and Barbara cut the little offshoots off, as you can see. We sort of got lost in translation with what Hannah and Francisco said, and what they actually meant for us to do was to put them in like that, because what we've got down here are some peas coming through, just coming up there, and they will use these offcuts, trimmings, whatever you want to call them, to climb up. So yeah, Barbara was suitably told off for these, and she was going to tie string on them, which seemed, well, at the time, the sensible thing to do, but clearly this is the way that they do it. And actually, when you think about it, pretty obvious really, isn't it? So yes, we've got some peas coming up. We've got some beans coming up. We think these are broad beans, maybe runner beans, not entirely sure. Some cabbages, some broccoli, some cauliflower. Haven't really done a lot since we put those in, I think, to be fair. Got a few lettuces. We did have to go again with the lettuces because some of the lettuces got rather wiped out with all that rain that we had, but they're there. So we've got some slightly more successful ones here, and we've got some onions, some cebolas. We've got the strawberries are now coming along. And we've got the very first few buds of garlic coming up. So not many of them, but one there. There's a slightly taller one. Oh, there we go. One there. Oh, let's get that in the shot. There we go. There we go. And oh, there's a few more popped up since yesterday, but this is the one that's currently the biggest. So yeah, now obviously what I would say is a lot of the things that we've planted in here are really just to see how they grow, see how successful we are with them. When we come to do the veg packs properly, it will be a much bigger affair, because let's face it, 20 lettuces isn't going to sort you out for the year, and neither's 2 rows of potatoes. So we're just going to see how it goes, but at least things are growing, which is lovely considering it's only the 2nd of February today.
Guinness has been supervising in the shade. It's 20 today, so he's a little bit hot and bothered, but he's doing okay. He just finds the shade and lies there, and he's been watching me for the afternoon. Hey. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. So a tip I was given with regard to basil is go to the supermarket, buy a plant and separate it out, because there's normally lots of plants in the actual pot. So which is what I've done. So this plant was about, I think, €149. As you can see, there's lots of little plants in there. So today I'm going to separate them out and put them in individual pots, probably 2 or 3 plants in each, and hopefully that should keep us going for basil all year. I did actually plant a row of basil, 4 pots. There's quite a few seeds in each. I don't know if it's easy to grow or not, so it'll be interesting to see or compare if they grow, and when they do grow, if it's any good compared to a shop bought plant. So we'll see how that goes over the year. Let's hope they germinate. So I've done as many seeds as I can at the moment. I've run out of trays and markers, and to be honest, I probably can't really get any more in the awning. I bring them out in the day, and in the evening they'll go back in the awning. Hopefully the polytunnel will come this week, and then I can crack on and get some more seeds in. So I've planted quite a variety at the moment. I've actually planted some seeds, flower seeds, which I've never really done before, apart from nasturtiums back in the UK. They've always grown really easily from seed, and they're quite a good sacrifice plant. In the UK, I used to plant them because we used to suffer from black fly, and the black fly used to migrate to the nasturtium plants and keep off of my other plants. And marigolds are quite a good one. A lot of the garden pests don't like the smell of them, so they keep away. So I've done those. I've also planted some poppies, sweet peas, cosmos and snapdragons, as we call them, or anthrynums I think is the proper name. I've planted these, never done seeds before. Going to see how they go. Hopefully if they germinate, I'm planning to put them on the wall running down to the house, so we'll see how that goes. I've also planted cucumbers, tomatoes, some salad bits, and some loofahs, chilies and peppers. I've planted some seeds that I brought from the UK and some that I've purchased here. So it'll be interesting to see how the two compare once they get going. I was a little bit disappointed with some of the tomato plants, seeds that I brought, because some of them only had like 5 seeds in. So I'm hoping that I can at least get a couple of plants, and then once they fruit I can harvest some of the seeds from them, hopefully for next year. But it's all a bit of a learning curve because back in the UK we had about 80 square metres of back garden. We used to grow a few bits and pieces, nothing on the scale of like here, 1.2 hectares, that we can experiment with. So I'm quite excited to see how we cope and manage with a larger veggie patch and polytunnel. It's going to be a huge learning curve for us this year to see what does well and what doesn't. We've had a few tips from the locals about a few things that grow well, what doesn't grow so well, what you need to be a bit careful with. Obviously we're very mindful with the heat. We're going to have to get shade cloth for some of the things that we've got here, and some of it will stay in the polytunnel. So back in the UK, really didn't do much from seed, just used to go to the garden centre, pick up plug plants, pop them in the ground and watch them grow. So I'm quite excited to see how we get on, and I'm quite excited to be able to do it from seed. And hopefully if some of this grows, then we can harvest seeds ready for next year. But watch this space, let's see how it goes.
So yeah, this whole watering thing is a bit of a ball ache. I really need to sort out the IBC situation. We've got a pump possibly on order. We've got some hose on order. We just need to go and get one more IBC. These ones we've got at the moment are reserved for drinking water. We need a slightly, not so clean one, if you like, for watering the garden. So I'm going to get on with that pretty quickly, I think.
Are you getting fed up with doing this?
I love it. Me and my orange bucket and my blue watering can. Ugh.
It's hard work.
Shit.
And all the water you waste while you're doing it.
It was free water. It came out of our
Doesn't
pond.
matter if it's free. You're just being wasteful. That's my garden.
Shut up. Obviously, one of the issues about having an old house is we're not the only residents, and we have actually noticed a few noises coming from the loft area in the house. So earlier in the week we did the big boy brave decision, and I went up a ladder to go and see what was going on.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Are you worried?
I don't know what's crawling around up there, but we're going to find out. I've got my torch and a nice bit of rebar just in case.
Don't swear.
It's actually surprisingly empty.
Oh, okay. Do you want this to have a?
Yeah. I hate being at head height for something to suddenly
Run at
leap
you.
out and jump at me. So, yeah. So that is that is what the top of the house looks like.
The tiles above the chimney, can you see through them? Where it's leaking when it rains.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can see where that is. Yeah, yeah. That whole beam's rotted away. That's on the very end.
oh, okay. Well, it's all coming down anyway.
Yeah, I know.
So
Yeah, well, the roof's coming off. Yeah. Oh, we've got waspy nests up there.
what?
Not currently occupied,
Okay.
but a lot of wasp nests up here. Paper wasp type thing. Oh, there's loads of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I can't see anybody. Yeah, some of the tiles have shifted. You can see daylight through some of the tiles. Actually, the beams themselves look all right.
Surprisingly.
Even the centre beam, that is amazing. If that centre beam is reusable, that is reusable.
Okay. We'll see.
But yeah, some of the others not so much.
Well, we thought everything was gonna be replaced. Wasn't
Yeah.
It? So.
I don't know if there's anything living in there.
Well, don't prod.
I'm not going to prod. Oh, so there we go. You take that.
Pleasantly surprised?
Presently surprised. Stand down, Guinness, stand down. So,
Next side.
next side.
This one's a bit spooky.
This one is a bit spooky. Is that dead or was that?
It would be funny if something did run at you now, wouldn't it?
Oh.
Sorry, couldn't help myself. Rotten?
Well, I think that's a bottle of ex-bottle
Was?
was Matthew's Rosé or something, I think.
Okay.
Teacup.
Well, in the UK, we normally have bits of carpet, bits of wallpaper.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot of poop.
Okay.
I wouldn't poke around in too many of the holes that are up here.
No, okay.
Oh my goodness me, what the hell is that amount of poop there? So, yeah, there's the bottle, and that is an enormous pile of shit from something. Yeah. Oh, in fact, there's another pile of it over there. Something big was living up in here, that's for sure. There you go.
See, it wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's full of poop.
Let's wipe some off. Yeah, fortunately, there is no loft in this side. Yeah, but this is the one that's really suffered with the brickwork. So,
Yeah, I don't think these beams are usable.
no.
Yeah, this one just so.
Poking around too much underneath all that.
No, I
Maybe
didn't.
underneath the soil.